Howdy, welcome back to another kinda unboxing, kinda review, kinda speed paint, mostly review. The nice people at HUION sent me a HUION GT-221 221 Pro on the condition that I made a video saying what I thought about it, so that's what I'm gonna do. I haven't done a damn unboxing since my Stunfisk gift. Since we're unboxing this, I gotta grab a kniff. She said it. Wow. She said it. Wow. She said it. Now, I'm a content person. I've dealt with Wacom tablets for a good long time. Wacom? How? Before I got my first Cintiq secondhand off of eBay, and I damn near almost got sued for it. You want that story? Well, I ain't no storytime YouTuber, you knucklehead. Go find Tana Mojo and her toothbrush shenanigans. Just do me a favor and don't buy expensive shit secondhand on eBay, okay? After that, I got my current Cintiq from the Wacom website, and it's a companion too. I named her Excalibur, and she will be my point of comparison for the HUION tablet. Not a perfect comparison, since one is portable and the other one is not, but I'm going with what I got, man. If you're a person who cares for specs, I'll put some comparisons on the screen, but I can't say that I have any damn heckin' idea what any of it means. So if it's something you care about, then there it is. In the actual box, there's this mammoth screen, a stand, a lot of cords, a pen, and a case with some misplaced nibs, a gift case, some tools, and a gift glove. Thanks for all the gifts, guys! I got it all compiled together and I set it on my desk. Usually you can use tablets like this as a sort of dual screen setup, which is not something I've ever done, so I'm not sure what the advantage is, but this thing is so damn big, I can't fit it on my desk without getting rid of my other screen. I'm going to have to buy another desk soon. Get fucked. Please enjoy some complimentary speed art and animations while I continue to talk about my feelings. Don't be fooled, the size is pretty fantastic. With my companion, I'm used to a relatively small screen, but this one is super roomy. So, here's how it works if you're not familiar. You draw directly on the screen. I don't think there's too much deviation between the uses of these products that you draw on the screen of. There's a lot of buttons on the side of the screen, more than on my companion, but I don't really use those. Aside from Control-Z, I'm not huge on hotkeys, and my hand accidentally presses the buttons on the right a lot, so I just turned them off. It only responds to pen touch asterisk, so your hands touching it won't be a huge deal. Now, I'm going to jump into the critique straight off the bat, because I don't think there's a lot I can really say on the other end. Not really to say that, oh, it's an unremarkable product. I mean, it works. That's the whole point, you know? It does its job, it works like it says it does, like a Cintiq would work. Thanks, HUION, it's good. So, on the negative points, I had a few issues. For starters, you have to charge the pens. I cannot fathom why you would need to charge them when you don't need to charge Wacom pens, but it isn't a huge deal. My biggest issue is that I think my pen charger is already faulty. The charging light is usually constant, but it starts to flicker if it's not thrilled with the exact precise placement of my pen or if I move it around a little bit. But at least buying a new charger seems pretty cheap. Buying a replacement pen, though, is about $70 a pop, which is about as much as it costs to get my pens for my Cintiq, maybe a little bit less. And I've had to buy 3 of these fucks from Wyeth's cat stealing them, making me think it's gone forever and having to buy a new one, just to have the old pen show up right as I get the new one. I'm not a rich person. Quite the opposite. I'm a poor person. I've got, nothing in my bank account, which is why I'd like to live my life without Jupiter threatening my business. I got distracted. The pens are slightly cheaper and they need to charge. Moving on. The pen detection seems slightly off. Not exactly the calibration. Just occasionally I try to click something and it ignores me. This mostly happens when I try to change the size of the tabs to organize my screen. Asterisk from earlier, the touch calibration glitches sometimes. If my hand is resting on the screen and I try to scroll from the very far right, it does start to get confused between the pen and my hand and jump around. I don't know why that happens, but I just gotta remember to lift my hand at the right edge, and then it's not a big deal. Did you just drop something while I was recording? Did you just drop the very pen I'm talking about, Wyeth? I don't know why that happens, but as long as I remember to lift my hand off while it is on the very right edge, it's a non-issue, I suppose. So do that. And finally, the very right-hand side is weirdly rough. It might just be my model, and it's like a discrepancy, or it might be a common problem. I don't really know. But Wyeth and I have both been using this HUION, and we both noticed. The only time it's been an issue is when I started to click and drag from the top right, and it was less of a, oh, this isn't working, and more of a, I am afraid of pressing too hard to combat this roughness, and my paranoia says that I am going to break it. I did not break it. I was just nervous. Now, all things considered, I have to say, I have less problems with the pen for my Cintiq companion, but my companion has its own set of issues too. No product is perfect. Sometimes while I'm trying to use the pen and touch, they just both shut off, and I have to find a mouse to reboot the whole system. This has happened more than once while I was live streaming. Honestly, I didn't expect when they sent it to me that I would use the HUION that much. I figured I'd use it just long enough to make the video, and then I'd leave it as my thing that exclusively Wyeth uses. But it's actually really nice to have such a large screen, and I've used it more than I thought I would, and I do intend to continue using both products. Final note, price-wise, my little baby Excalibur over here was $2,000. Granted, you can grab a Companion 2 secondhand for around $800 if you want to get sued, but let's not do that. Big Ass Helios over here, that's his name now, is $900 from the source. Yeah, I had a few bugs, but for the price, I'd say it's more than worth it. So check out the HUION website if you're interested in upping your art game. I've linked the particular model in the description, so check that out if you want, and I'll see you guys with more videos soon.